It'd help if I put my mic closer to me. Hi! Oh, I made myself small. Oh my gosh. Hello! I see Slime in chat. Welcome to the stream. Jack, welcome to the stream. I'm just here to say hello because I need to study. Slime's fast as always. Welcome to the stream. Mossy, birthday fuck yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Ian, happy birthday, Astral. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Always fast since it's wifey, of course. And thank you for the biddies, Hammer. And welcome to the stream. Thank you for the biddies. Yeah. In case y'all didn't know, it is my birthday. I am another year older. I was slightly not looking forward to it, but looking forward to it. I don't know. I'm weird. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to move me a little bit. There we go. But yeah. Get a snack already? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me adjust my chair though. Ah! And hydrate. Okay. Posture check. I haven't done anything yet. Happy birthday, Asha. Hope you have a good stream, fun games, and amazing birthday. Thank you, 5 Petals. Welcome to the stream. First time here. Happy birthday, Asha. Oh, I'm glad you're here. I'm very happy. Thank you, guys. Let me get the snack. Gotta make sure you in tip-top shape for today, hon. Yeah, have cookies this time. Not Oreos. I have like raspberry cookies. Mm-hmm. I'm here for the Oni, but staying for the Genshin. Excellent. I'm very excited. I've also low-key, secretly, been working on a new costume for me. Like a main costume. Just basically upgrading the one that I'm wearing now. To make it look nicer. I wish I could show you guys, but it's a secret. It makes me a little sad that I can't show you guys because it looks so cool. It looks so good. It's looking so good. I'm so proud. Good cookies? Yeah, they're like raspberry cream cookies. So they're kind of like Oreos, but with cream on the inside, and then there's like a little dot of raspberry in the center. Is really good. I like to eat around the raspberry dot and then eat it last for some reason. Ah! No, not bread o'clock! Ah! Should have been bread. Got a few minutes before work though. There's something I'm gonna work on when I get back from work. Aw, yay! A little surprise. Oh, I can't wait to see it. But it's going to look amazing. Yeah, it's gonna look really cool. It looks super good. It's basically just an upgraded version of what I have now. Uh, my sword. Oh, my sword is there. Okay. I was trying to save it because I was working on it this morning. And I and has it. Yes, I would like to save. Thank you. Yay. Yay. Birthday bread attack. Happy birthday. Thank you, Junior Yuma.
All hail the Oni as 1 year draws nearer to her total domination of the world.
Quack. Quack, quack, quack. Yeah. Yeah. Naren duck. Yeah, the duck that I have for my TTS is Naren. Let's hope the Hoyoverse game plays nice today. I don't usually have any problems with playing Genshin. It's always Honkai that has the problems. Unless Genshin needs to update, and then it kind of gives me a little bit of problems. But usually Genshin will load just fine. So hopefully it will load fine. We won't have any issues. Let me exit out of this and minimize that. Yee. Look if Genshin needs to update. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Yes, I'd like to play it. It does not need to update, so it should launch just fine. We got the two lover boys, Zhongli and Tartaglia, or AKA Child, AKA Ajax, AKA Harbinger of whatever. But yeah. But yeah, I think that's enough for introductions. I don't really have anything else going on with me. Let me take my jacket off. It's kind of hot in here right now until the AC kicks on and then I get cold again. I don't really have anything else going on. I woke up at 4 in the morning. I was like, I should work on my new costume. And then I did. And then I lost track of time, as I always do. And I was like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. I should probably pack this up and get to streaming. I like to think that the MC is the 12th Fatui Harbinger. I mean, that would be an interesting twist. It's always bread o'clock. Oh no. But yeah, I think we'll do Lyney story quest today, and then we'll see where we're at after that. I want to know more about Lyney and Lynette, so I think we'll do Lyney story quest today, and then, like I said, we'll see where we're at, and then see if we want to do anything else. But yeah, and then I have Katawa later today, so that's gonna be exciting, and we'll have a certain little fishy with us. We'll have a certain little fishy with us. It'll be exciting. Then it won't be just me doing all of the voices. Not that I'm complaining. I like doing voices, so it's fun. But yeah, let's go on over to the game screen and get Genshin all loaded up. Should I remove the balloons on the left so that you guys can see the game? Or do you care? Move them down here. Move them over here so that you guys can see the game. Here's something that happened to me. A tree fell on my brother's car and knocked out power lines. Now I don't got Wi-Fi. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, I need to turn on Genshin. That's a thing. Hold on. Let me find Genshin on here on my list. Boop. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, I needed to hydrate. I was right. I didn't do that yet. Yeah, there we go. Ah! Time for some Oni ponage in a story quest. Thank you, Mossy, for the biddies. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, we need to finish this. I forgot we were in the middle of a quest. That's right. We were in the middle of this quest with the Oceanids. It's gonna probably be a little bit. Keep moving ahead. Yeah, we need to finish the Oceanid quest first before we can do Lyney's quest. That's right. Totes forgot that I was like, oh yeah, I'll do this later. Like it's not R&R quest. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we need to go in here. Okay. Keep moving ahead. Enter. Whoop.
Live! Busted! Gotcha! Here comes the catch! Speed of light! Nowhere to hide!
Oh, where am I? I got turned around. Oh, there we go. I was like, where'd I go?
That's everything. On to the next.
Anyways, time for workage time. I'll be back a bit later from a short shift. Chat, make sure this day for the Oni is great. And I shall see you later on to ask you some very important questions when I get back. Take care, everyone. Have a great time zone. Love you,
Come on,
Wifey.
enough procrastinating.
Aw, thank you, Slime.
Let's go.
You have good luck at work, and I hope you have a great day. And thank you for the alert. Yeah. Oh, nicely done. Yay. Okay. Here we go. Oop. Why does my nose itch? That happened before, too. It was last night. My nose was itching, and I was like, why? Oh, get behind the pillar. Oh, shit. Okay, take the hydro. Wait, what? So why is there a bubble formation here too? Was this meant to prevent invaders from kidnapping the princess? Yes, that is the case. We ran into some enemies earlier. Didn't you say that when Princess Lyris gave you her treasure, the tower stagnated and even Narcissus couldn't enter? There's a lot of stuff here that doesn't make sense. What's going on? I don't know either. I never thought about what would happen after we entered the tower. Also, this place feels very strange. I don't understand. I should never have been here before, but I find myself recalling, feeling many things. Do you two not feel it? No. Paimon doesn't either. Well, do you know what this place is, Anne? This was the assembly hall for the Narcissan Cruz Institute. The children would study here normally. I remember now, this was a lovely place. There was no sunlight, but it was always lively here. Children were all of different dimensions, some of them as different as the two of you, but here they would study together, listen to tales of the Hydra Archon, and to tales older still. Dimensions. I mean that some children were very small and some were somewhat larger. Hey now, Paimon might be small, but she's got a big heart. Anyway, what about the princess? Was she a child too? Would the children hear stories about her? I don't know. I have to bounce for school. Have a great birthday, Astral, and a fine day to you all. Okay, thank you for dropping by, Hammer, and hanging out. You have a wonderful rest of your day, and good luck at school. And a big appetite. Friggin' Paimon is a bottomless pit. Yeah. Huh? Why does Paimon get the feeling that the story is starting to drift away from the princess ever since we teleported here? Now, this place must have something to do with her. We must be able to find her at the end of this road. She'll be happy to see us. Well, you're the local. Paimon trusts you. What if Anda's the princess and she doesn't know it? You hear the sound of a bell. Does that mean the adventure is coming to a close and Princess Lyris is right up ahead? I certainly hope so.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
A feather? Oh, why would anyone put feathers in a treasure chest? Do they wake up one day and decide to do that on a whim? Let's see here. Oh. Evan's kind of dizzy. There's so many books here. Is this a library? Wait a minute, is it just Paimon hasn't fully woken up yet, or is it deja vu? Haven't these things already happened before? There will be another adventure, and another one after that. So even though the princess is waiting for us at the end of this road, it's just a bunch of connected loops with no real end. On the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road. Huh? Do you have an idea? Let's go over what we know first then. Any thoughts? Sorry, I don't know. I don't know anything about what happens after this. Then let's take a stalk real quick. Like that Tumblr post where the Dragonborn hero is sent to rescue a royal from a wicked dragon, and it turns out she's all three. She's all three? What the fuck? That's crazy. Have you noticed anything, Paimon? You're asking Paimon? Hold on a moment. First, the paths here have been connected such that they form a ring, right? In that case, there'd be no getting out. Except that we were able to get on these paths, so there should be a way off them. There has to be a point from which we can break through. Next, we saw that super powerful sword or something. Yes, the Holy Blade of Narcissan Cruz. It should be the key item in some way. And why do you think that? Well, it looks like a wooden sword, but it was inside a protective barrier. Would all that trouble be necessary if it wasn't important? So Paimon thinks that we need to get that sword. Was there any other notable thing? Paimon can't think of anything at the moment. That said, this tile sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Paimon didn't just make one up, by the way. When we passed this way before, it did feel weird how this tile was not connected to the others, and how it has a different pattern. Could be a trap. That's what I was thinking about as well. Guess Paimon's as smart as you, huh? You really do have an impressive mind, Paimon. As for me, my head's a mess. I can't get my thoughts straight. Don't beat yourself up too much. You're being assaulted by strange memories in this place. Anyway, let's think of how we can get out of this loop based on the stuff we thought earlier. Oh yeah, we are in a loop, because we were here before. Okay. Enter. Oh, we have the key. Now we got it. The Holy Blade of Narsa Cruz. Okay, now what? There's nothing over there. Correct. Enter.
Coming to be.
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over. Don't blink! Hey!
Live! Feel this ancient power.
Cut to the chase! Speed of light! Hey! Don't blink! You give, you receive.
Okay. Happy birthday. Hi, Royal Ezekiel. Thank you for the birthday wishes, and thank you for dropping by. Welcome to the stream. Post is a relevant image in Astral Dreamers. Birthday, fuck yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Let me see really quick. That's hilarious. I never even, like, checked my shit here. Eyeliner Malone. I'm gonna see that. Okay. Oh yeah, I had like a bunch of mail. Oh yeah, best wishes on your birthday! Yay! Thank you for your support. We wish you a bright future no matter what you're going through. Aw, so nice! I forgot that they gave you the birthday cake on your birthday. Of course, I'd be getting ready for work and trying to keep my dog from eating my boots, but I hope it is wonderful and may this be a beautiful day for you. Thank you so much! I really appreciate it. Hi, Legally Blind. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you hear the sound of a bell. Okay. That's the sound of a bell. It's gonna be exactly like this happened before. Paimon recalls there was a chest. There's no chest. There's a tiny one. Okay. We've gone in a huge circle. That's kind of dizzy. There's so many books here. Yeah, we've already been through this. One wants his tale of adventure to never end. What are you on about? You know what? Paimon thought she hadn't fully woken up yet, but haven't these things happened before? But the future of the story that constantly repeats will never come. Yes. Princess Lyra waits at the end of this path. Paimon knows the last time we were here, you said, oh, on the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we'll find the end of the road, right? There must be a way. First new homie, enjoy the day, get some good cake, about to be a great one. Yeah! And hi, RM, welcome to the stream! Oh my god, happy birthday, thank you!
I'm all for work-life
Frick,
balance,
I lack
but
energy. Oh
I
no!
think this is pushing it.
Let's see. Do I need to go here and activate this? I feel like I need to activate this somehow. What's this? What is this? You cannot enter. Okay, good enough. Fair enough. I guess do I have to do a loop again? Oh yeah, there's 3 now. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Loops like 3 times? Okay. Okay, so we're back here again. We got the sword. Open. More crabs. Oh my god, the Wi-Fi is so slow and the stream is just frozen. Oh no, I'm sorry. Where am I going? Oh, over here. Now there's 3 of you.
Busted. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Speed of light. Hey! With sword comes shadow. Incoming. Good.
Witness my great undertaking.
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Don't blink. Hey! Incoming. Good. Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
We go, we go, we go. We're back in this room again. Thank you for the follow, I'm Progu. Hi, welcome to the stream. Dream keeps breathing. No! Okay. Kinda dizzy. There's so many books here. Someone wants the tale of adventure to never end. What are you on about? You know what? Paimon thought she hadn't fully woken up yet, but these things have happened before. We must keep moving forward. Yes. Grizzlier waits at the end of this path. Well, Paimon knows. The last time we were here, you said, on the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as you find the end of the road, didn't you? And there must be a way. God damn it. How many times do I have to do this? Should be the last as long as you notice the trick. Okay, I don't notice the trick, so I don't know what's going on. Okay. In here now. No thing. Go in here. Sound of the bell. Happy birthday. Thank you, Frogu. Okay, so... I feel like this is the option that I need to be picking, right? Because it's the yellow one, right? Not gonna make a difference though. A small brain, this quest was confusing, yeah. But now I'm actually like stuck. What quest is this again? Oh, and story, okay.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
You see that the way forward isn't that way. So maybe I have to go backwards? Can I go to this door now? Is that like the key? Maybe this door? You cannot enter. Okay, so I can't enter that door. Maybe if I go backwards. Go backwards. Not that door. I don't think I can go backwards, actually. Oh! That door. Ayo. We did it. We did it. We did it. Obtain the holy blade. Okay. Ta-da! Yeah! This is the Holy Blade of Narcissan Cruise. Finally, the Holy Blade is ours. Doesn't look like much, but once the powers are awakened, it will become a destructive and invincible weapon. How is it, Astral? Can you feel its power? Come to think of it, Anne, didn't you mention that the Holy Blade was originally a wooden sword that kids played with? That's right. When the young heroes from Narcissan Cruise adventure team would pick this sword up, they would become able to defeat all foes in the tale. Well, let's just take the sword, shall we? Who knows, it might come in handy later, and if not, we can take it as a souvenir. Okay. Where am I going now? This way. This way? Yeah. Open the path forward. Second wooden sword we encounter in the storyline seems like a theme. Nice, yeah. Oh, it just keeps going. Looks like the path leads downward rather than forward. This is a really long descent. So creepy. Don't worry, Anne. Ash is really reliable and really good with a wind glider, too. Someone knows. You're worried about what might come afterward, right? Well, don't be. A real adventure is not only filled with challenges, but also with unknowns. The most important thing is to come back from completing those challenges and unknowns in one piece and gain something in the end as well. Isn't that right, Astral? We've gone this far, it would be a shame to give up now. True. I believe in you, Knight Astral, and in Paimon. You're wise and powerful, and you are also kind people. And ding ding ding, we have winner. In that case, let's go. Ad Astra Abyssos, as Catherine always says. Oh, thank you for the snack, Legally Blind. Let me eat this cookie. Eat the cookie. Oh. No. I'm going. Ugh.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, it feels like something should happen right about now. I feel uneasy too, and I've been frightened ever since we came down here. No need to worry, Asher will protect us no matter what, right? Of course it will. Yes, I believe in the two of you. I don't know what we will encounter later. I'll take anything as it comes. Still, best to be prepared, Astral. We might be in for battle with Narcissus for all we know. Defeat the dragon! Oh my god. Oh, dragon.
Come to be!
Quietly now.
I don't know if this is gonna do anything.
Things are about to get dicey.
Oh, it's water, so it's immune. Oh, shit. It would help if I, like, actually, took care of my health.
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide!
This!
Ah!
Speed of light! Hey! Don't blink!
Ocean, and you're using Elon. Yeah, I know. I tried it. I wanted to see if it would work. But it didn't. So I stopped using Elon. Why did we meet Narcissus in here? According to what we said before, the tower lost its time and thus stagnated. As such, no one could open it or enter it. Thank you for the follow, Captain Johnny Bob. But this space is not within the tower. We teleported to a different place from the tower. That's right. Paimon forgot that happened. But if that's the case, how? No, that can't be true. The princess should be in the tower. I mean, that was the adventure team's only hope in the dark world. Happy birthday. Thank you, Johnny Bob. And welcome to the stream. If she isn't our adventurers, their meaning, Al, Petit Cho, and the others. But we did take out the biggest threat to the kingdom, didn't we? That's a good thing, right? Yes, you're right, Paimon. Thank you. Thank you both. Anyway, the story's not over. Oh, look over there. There's a place we haven't been to before. Maybe we'll find more clues there, huh?
That's everything. On to the next.
One spoon of flour, 1 of sugar, 1 of melted butter, 2 eggs, and a large amount of milk with which to make foam. Are you kidding me? What exactly is a large amount? Remember, well, this time 15 minutes at 180 degrees is not the same as 5 at 540. Linking up with Ingold, Guillotine, and the rest of the old gang will go some way towards solving the dispersion problem. This situation is no place for personal feelings, but what person can lack them completely? I can only hope that they aren't threatening my dear old Sponsian too poorly or let it rust in the harbor. And I hope my skills haven't rusted away either. I hope all goes well. I still want to watch the dough rise to the sounds of the play outside the windows. I still want to watch them grow into fine adults. Okay. The duty will be taken by the vassal Elton, former naval commander. May her steely temper be itself tempered by the family she will establish within these children going forward. What's this idiot thinking? Well, whatever. Might as well have some fun post-retirement. Okay. That's everything up here. Go down. According to the ancient theater and mysterious research hidden here, we believe that the documents and the folklore discovered within Petrichor. The research team from Institute of Natural Philosophy still holds that. Oh, okay. Decided to incorporate the Institute for raising orphans and the children of criminals into the public welfare system. Considering the ruins of the previous civilization upon which it is situated, it shall be named. The seat of director was established in honor of the Hydra Archon, Great Virtue, and has been taken on by gentle-natured Oceanid. The title of vice director is taken up by one who displays exceptional morale, quality, and ability. Doesn't seem like there's anything relevant. There's a book here, too. Picture book, huh? It suits you, Paimon. Well, that's because Paimon's unique sensibility, you know? Picture books just speak to her better. This book gives me a strange feeling. That's Paimon-see. A long, long time ago, in a place far, far away, there was once a beautiful and kind princess named Hilarious. And yep, she's our main character. I don't want this name. That's not what you said before. Do you want to read it too, Anne? In that case, Paimon's gonna continue. Ahem. Oh, come on, it's just a story. There's no need to be so fussy. Anyway, a protagonist needs an antagonist, an evil one at that. And our evil antagonist, well, that's the dragon Narcissus. So evil is he that the peace-loving people tremble at the sound of his name. Not that he cares about their feelings, though. He sowed destruction across the land with the searing flames he spewed from his mouth. His great wings turned cities to dust, and his burning breath reduced nations to ash. At last, only the princess's realm remained safe. But because the princess worked tirelessly to defend her realm, Narcissus' plot to destroy everything could not succeed. So in Narcissus' story, I'm the evil villain. This is kind of weird. This started like a storybook, but it also feels like it isn't. Actually, you've got a bigger brain here. You have a look too. Read carefully. Anyway. Huh? What? What is this place? This is the real Anaposis. Cool, Act 3, let's go. If she no longer... I don't know what that said. Huh? Looks like... just like in the book Canotula found. Yeah, that's really odd. Paimon wants to say that the book's contents were really weird, but isn't not much. It's really not much when compared to this, is it? I have so many messages. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I read this. The world should be like this, not like how it is outside. Children should be able to play under the sun and in the grass without fear of hindrance or harm. The place does feel pretty comfy, yeah? Paimon feels way better than she did back when we were adventuring through the kingdom. There is no sunlight there at all. One mystery follows another. Never mind that. This place is really nice. It's gotta be Princess Lyra's garden, right? Say, Astral, when our adventures are over, why don't we find a place like this to live? We can eat tasty fruits, plant lots of sweet flowers, and we can invite our friends over as guests. We could all live together happily. What do you say? Sure. Then it's agreed. Still, we should focus on helping Anne find the princess first. Hide and seek, hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? Oh, that sounds like someone singing over there. Okay, we need to go over here. Aw, look at her. She's so pretty. Hide and seek, hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? To the great sea without borders, the place from which all lives flow. Hey there. Oh, hi. I'm sorry, I was just preparing some tea and didn't notice you. Come sit, snacks will be ready soon. I'm sorry, I was just... Oh, snacks! Yes, and ours are very good. But I must say this first. We can only start once the bell rings. It would be quite rude to do otherwise. Where are you from, by the way? Why, you are a fascinating combination, aren't you? A lovely young lady in a small little oceanid, and your beautiful floating friend. Paimon's Paimon and she's Astral. Is this Paimon or does Anne look unhappy? She might have been reminded of something. And this oceanid is our friend Anne. Oh my, a fine name indeed. In that case, please call me Marianne. Marianne. You know, Paimon's sure we've heard this name before. My, what a pleasant surprise. It has been a long time since I've met someone from outside. Where are you from? Well, we're... Actually, Paimon's not sure either. We defeated the Fell Dragon Narcissus, and then we ended up here somehow. The Fell Dragon Narcissus, you say? That must have been a frightening foe. Did you think so, Astral? Not really. I've heard that Narcissus has hurt many and has turned many kingdoms to ash. Defeating him was an impressive feat indeed. Oh, so you know about him too. Great. We're from the Narcissan Crew's kingdom, and we're looking for Princess Lyris. Do you know where we might find her? Princess Lyris, you say? I'm afraid I do not know. But she should be here. Is that the case, Anne? But I have lived here for a long, long time, and yet I have never seen any princess. Perhaps she might be somewhere else? Said so. But before we came here, we read a book about that princess and how beautiful and kind and stuff. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with any such person. On the flip side, you, Astral, do look quite look like a princess from the distant land. You hear the sound of a bell. Eh? Is that the bell? Hi, Ruby. Welcome to the stream. Your princess is in another book. Yes, that's a signal for tea time. In the past, the children would throw down their wooden swords for the moment they heard this bell, and they would come into the hall to have snacks. They're not here now, but I think it's best to follow the rules all the same. You'd be quite disappointed otherwise, I suspect. Well then, shall we? Don't mind if I do. Hooray, snacks! You and Paimon enjoy the snacks together. They look very beautiful, but they are tasteless like pure water. How were they? Well, they were great, although Paimon couldn't really taste them. Are you on a low sugar diet or something, Marianne? My apologies, Paimon. I just made them as I remember them, so I'm not sure if they'll taste all that good. But don't worry about it. At least Paimon's full now. Well, in that case, let me take you all on a stroll. Okay, we get up. Go. Do be a unique cutie. This is a flower garden that we've painstakingly taken care of. Lovely, isn't it? I've heard Basil say that caring for children is like caring for a flower. You need good soil, sufficient light, frequent watering, and you can't let them grow however they want. Sounds like this Basil is pretty smart. In fact, we must get rid of pests from time to time as well. Actually, Basil sounds pretty dangerous too. She is very capable indeed. Making snacks, caring for flowers, she can do it all. It would be nice if I could introduce her to you. I've been caring for the flowers here all this time, in the hopes that some friends might come, and I might show them how they have bloomed. And well, here you are. Well, it's a shame that they aren't in bloom right now, though. Well, we just need to water them, and they'll be fine. Hide and seek, where did Mary and her friends go? The Hall of Sea-born Foam, and watch sunflowers bloom. The drops of water stain the soil of the garden black. The sunflowers spring from the earth, grow quickly and bloom. Ooh, aren't they beautiful? That was quick. Well, they They've been waiting for our friends to arrive after all, and with your arrival, they were so excited. All they needed was a little encouragement, a little rain to get them going. So that's how it is. Nature really is amazing, huh? I suspect this exceeds the realm of amazing. Do you like them, Anne? They're beautiful, like gleaming gold. I knew you would. I love them too, after all. You're from a very, very far away place, aren't you, Asher? What sort of flowers bloom there? The flower I wear in my hair. I thought those flowers were beautiful the moment I saw you, but I fear that they'll be hard to find now. Asher. Then let us speak of other flowers. I've always been in Fontaine, and I've never gone elsewhere. That said, a friend of mine has been to Sumeru. I heard from him that there are many flowers there that can't be found here. Mary and Anne are icons. I wish we got a little more floaters to follow us around the Sumeru one. Happy birthday, Ash. Hi, Mork Jack. Welcome to the stream, and thank you very much. Those that grow on cliffs, ones that only open at night, some even grow on cacti. And that's when he realized that there were no cacti in Fontaine and had to give me a separate explanation. He was always the serious sort, and he was the smartest of us when we were young. Sorry I'm talking to myself. It must be a little too exciting for me, meeting new friends like this. Well, and Paimon, have you seen any special flowers? How's your B-day so far? It's going pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Monsant's dandelions come to mind. Dandelions. Oh, do you have any of their delightful seeds with you? We might. Dandelion seedlings, bloom, bloom, bloom. Dandelion seeds can indeed be found on Paimon, and Marianne happily plants them in the soil. Ah yes, what sort of flower is a dandelion? Paimon thought you'd know. How should we put this? The dandelion flower is made of many tiny white flowers, and these white flowers have seeds on them. When the wind blows, these tiny white flowers will scatter along the wind, and they will take root and sprout elsewhere, eventually making new flowers. Cool, huh? Wow, they really are. I didn't know such flower existed, but I have heard about something similar. What sort of flower is that? It's not a flower, but it's a story about water. In a certain place, there was a peaceful body of water. Later, with disturbance, there came ripples, and droplets appeared in those ripples, droplets that had life in them. Thus life left the water and turned into different forms. But though they were all made of water, gulfs opened between them due to these differences. Each drop of life was very weak, but each was beautiful in its own way. The dandelions you spoke of, Paimon, reminded me a lot of that story. A flower that was once united as one would be separated, would bloom, and each piece would become itself. But a single drop of water is weak and will dry up easily. Together they will be strong, and yet they will be no longer be themselves. Is that how it is with dandelions too? Happy birthday! Thank you! Hi TB, welcome to the stream! Their shape is Sorash, but this is an Anstand account. Still here walking the dogs, just forgot to lurk, so I'm gonna do just that. Okay, Ian, I'll see you in a little bit then. Do you think that's a good thing? Paimon doesn't really get it. What do you think, Astral? People can unite and yet maintain their personhood. Can they really? I think I understand where you're coming from, Astral. What you're talking about sounds like what happened to Al, Petit Cho, and the others. To help us, they melded into one, turning into that big bubble. Well, yes, I remember. Well, it might be meaningless to say this now. Let's have a little walk again, shall we? Ah yes, I can take you to see our dog. Yes, take me to see your dog. I want to see your dog. Dog. Show me the dog. Puppy. it? Oh, feeding time soon. I guess Ash will do the honors. Wait, what? Feed the dog? Oh god, why is it in quotations? Noble Miss, it is an honor to receive food from you. A pleasure to see you again as well, Miss Marianne. Oh, you good doggy. Oh, it's the pig. Good doggy? How are you, dear little miss? Oh, thanks for being polite and all, but Anne, what's going on? I don't know, but this can't be Maury. He has always kept me company. Does this mean that we've been wrong all along about what dogs really look like? Hard to say. Water can take any shape, and life can choose what form it must take. This, however, has nothing to do with this essence. This is a different matter. Didn't Al say something similarly weird? I have heard something similar, yet said that the body is a prison that restricts evolution. That person was once a child, like all the others. We and many others heard him tell many stories about how all life was originally formless, but like water, and how there were no barriers between souls, thus allowing them to compose an endless story. Many have forsaken their bodies, for if water can be withdrawn from blood, so too can will be drawn out from one's form. But if you were to try to sprinkle water on the blackened dust that remains, it will not become blood again. Anne? I remember something, even though I really didn't want to. How much do you remember, Anne? I don't know. There's just a flood of feelings and scents, happy words and angry ones. I'm not sure. I understand. You go first, alright? And remember, be a good dog. Understood. See you, Miss Marianne. See you, dear guests. Oh, this is bad. The number of things that don't make sense just keep going up. If we hadn't seen the dog, Paimon would have forgotten all that stuff already. Didn't we say we were going to rescue Princess Lyris? That's right. My apologies, but there's no princess here. Only us. Today, we are simply fortunate to receive guests. But this is the end of the past. She has to be here. But Marianne said... so that's gotta mean that one of you is mistaken, right? Right, Astral? Of course, you got the bigger brain here, don't you? Paimon, all we experienced so far was just a story. Wait, but didn't we team up with Narcisse and Crew's adventure team to defeat Narcissus's henchmen? Wasn't that real? Think about it for a moment, Paimon. Is there even a Narcisse and Crew's kingdom among the 7 nations? You're right, Paimon didn't think of that. So the adventure team, Al Petit Cho, Colonel Kate, Jack, Maury, and the 2 of us and our adventures, they were all just characters in a story? No, that can't be. Paimon can't accept that. Didn't we encounter all kinds of stuff after going through the portal in the tower? There's a lot of stuff there that wouldn't fit in if this was just a story. You know, like how there was no Holy Blade mentioned at the start, and how a sealed tower still had monsters and bubble formations inside. Paimon, I still think I understand what Astral is trying to say, so all the things that happened after we ascended the tower are things outside the realm of the story. Is that right? More accurately, those parts of the story have not yet been written. So the Holy Blade, Narcissus, these were still inside the story. It's just that they had not been arranged correctly yet. Paimon still finds it hard to imagine anyone who would create such a huge building for just a story. I believe the structure already existed. It was just used as the setting for the story. That means that the things I recalled along the way were things that happened here before, and I'm just a character in a story? Not merely a character. The fact that you can think about this means that you can remember it. But if that's the case, who is Anne? I am Anne. I must rescue Princess Lyris. Alright, Astral, Paimon, and dearest Anne, our time is up. I enjoyed our time together, but I'm afraid it's time for you to leave. Why did you have to say it was fiction if you already knew? Spare a thought for Anne's feelings, at least. Vibration flares, you suddenly feel weightless. The temperature of the once orbiting air plunges rapidly. Something slipped and something or another. What happened? But shh, there's no need to say anything, Anne. I once heard my best friend tell a story about a beautiful princess trapped in a high tower. Before you arrived, I had a dream. I dreamed that I was a small, brave ocean and we set out to save the princess. And perhaps there are princesses in this world, and dragons too. But I also know that the world's affairs are rarely this simple. Why would a dragon be concerned with a princess, after all? After waking up, I would find this dream laughable, yet nostalgic, every time I thought about it. Do you remember now, Anne? No, there has to be some other way. If I can save Princess Lyris, then what of my birth, my only wish? Do they have no meaning? Don't say that, Anne. Your birth was a beautiful accident. As things stand, I can only wish for you to live on for your own sake. Go, see the world, and see how it has changed these past years. I wish for you to have your own soul, memories, personalities, and wishes. I wish for you to be the master of your own fate and experience all the beauty of the real world. Can you do that for me? It was a pleasure to meet you, Astral Paimon. It was a pleasure to meet you too, Anne. But the Anapausis is our tomb. I do not wish for you to linger here. Marianne, why are you saying that? We can find a way to help you, can't we? I sense you're good-hearted and powerful indeed. Thank you, Paimon Astral. I'm just someone who sometimes enjoy dreaming of lovely adventures and wonderful futures, but I know that what happened in the past, I already know that there's no going back. In the real world, everything has already ended, so this is farewell. Uh-oh. Woo! Now it was a boss fight, and not only was Marianne a load-bearing boss, she was also unwinnable and self-defeating. Oh. Anne. I'm sorry, Night Astral Paimon. I had already started to feel that some things were off earlier in the adventure. As you led me off the story's track, I started to understand and recall some things. But I still want to rescue Princess Lyris. That is the reason for which I was born. I want to save her and bring the story to a happy end. I mean, I don't even know who she is. I only know that she is gentle, lovely princess trapped due to Narcissus' invasion. Don't worry, Anne, at least we had fun while traveling with the adventure team, right? Ashwell, did you know that things would turn out this way? No, I thought we could help Anne. Oh. Well, if that's the case, we can still help Anne. Huh? I didn't understand anything Marianne said there at the end. Did you, Anne? I did, sort of. I could sense that she was speaking of something terrible that happened in the past. Well, Paimon feels that that's unfair, not just to you, Anne, but to us too. That's why we've got to find out what happened, at least. If we do, we can come up with some sort of plan. Whether it be saving Princess or figuring out what Marianne said, whatever, we just want to help you, and it's not right. The story isn't over. Okay. So if this is all just a story, then there's one thing Paimon doesn't get. What role do we play, Astral? I can't be sure, but I think we're most likely undefined factors. And that's why we can bring the story to an end. Anna gets it, so that's why Anne found us and brought us into the story. You might not have thought about it, Anne, but since we've been able to knock the story off course, that means we've opened all sorts of unknown possibilities. Isn't that right, Astral? You could say that. Thank you, Night Astral. Thank you, Paimon. That's why we also need your help, Anne. And since we need to continue our adventure, well, can you think of anything that could Help us figure out what to do next. Let me think. My memories contain a place known as the Narcissan Cruz Ordo. This place appears to have been very deep connections to past events. That's true. Narcissan Cruz Kingdom, Adventure Team, yeah, they seem connected, alright. Do you have any idea where this Ordo might be? No. Oh, that's right. We're very experienced adventurers. If you need it found, we'll find it. The Tale of Princess Lyra's guest starring Knight Astral and Squire Paimon.
You give, you receive.
Okay. Oh, didn't we just come from there? Oh, we need to go up, I think. Right? No, we need to go down. Oh, no, we're still going up. Oh god, we're going up forever. I didn't mean to do it. How do I get out of here? Oh. Let me out. How do I go down? Oh, great. What do I do? Oh, you can use the map to teleport out. Fair enough. Okay. In that case, let's go to... where is... let's go to Fontaine. We'll go here. Do the teleport.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
What did I get? Oh. New cake. I have the other cake too. Okay. Do we want to do Lyney's quest? It's only been an hour and a half. I think we should do Lyney's quest. It should take me about 2 hours or so. Usually. Alright, let me go to the Adventurers Guild first. No, that's not Adventurers Guild.
Ad Astra Abyssal.
See if we can make any wishes. What should I wish for? Should I even try to wish for these two? I don't really want either of them. Oh, Lyney story? Yeah. Hi Yora, welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for the birthday wish. Hello there. A little birdie told me it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you, Retro Mary. And welcome to the stream. Birthday, fuck yeah. I returned. Did I miss anything exciting? No, not really. We just finished that little story with the ocean in. Yeah. Let's see. Story quest. Unlock. And then we have Phantom Thief's reappearance. Talk to Charlotte. Where are you, Charlotte? You're over here. We'll go here. My pharmacy just texted me happy birthday. What the fuck?
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability. We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
Okay. We'll go this way. Which one needs to drop off and to the Ordo, but that can wait for literally ever, so you can keep her as a pet. Oh, I see. What are you up to? I'm about to do Lyney's story quest in Genshin.
That this warning letter was sent by the Phantom Weasel?
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a body double. Now that he's back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache, but however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be is boring.
Couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey! What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here! Perfect timing. So, the Phantom Weasel's latest warning letter. What are your thoughts?
Phantom Weasel?
Yeah, this is the first time we're hearing of this one. Could you clue us in?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. I guess you wouldn't know about it. Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because I'm a professional. The story goes like this. 10 or so years ago, a phantom thief became active in the court of Fontaine. Known only as the Weasel, nobody knew his true identity, and the authorities never managed to catch him.
Wow, cool! He sounds like one of those mysterious night burglars that you read about in novels.
Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our Weasel targeted whatever people held dear, and no one was safe from his predations. He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday.
Sounds like an absolute weirdo.
I know. The phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation. Every man and his dog wanted to see him behind bars.
What is love, baby? Don't hurt me. What is love, baby? Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Think of it, hydrate. Let me do that real quick.
Yeesh. So, did they catch him?
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the weasel would still be at large to this day if it hadn't been for an accident 10 years ago. A magician named Caesar fell to his death in a botched high-altitude escape performance. When the police went through his personal effects, they found a hoard of stolen loot and gadgets used for criminal activities. And that was how the Phantom Weasel's identity was revealed to all. Sure enough, thefts in Fontaine went down after Caesar's death. But today, 10 years on, the notorious thief has once again issued one of his warning letters and pasted it on the gate of the Opera Epiclese for all to see. I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
Also, welcome to the stream, Kitsian. I don't think I said that. Oh. Oh, here I am trying to read it. It's in a language that you can't fucking understand. Is this Fontaine? Yes. Yes, it is.
So, this is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he wrote. 3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the opera house, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
Genshin be like gibberish symbols? Yeah, pretty much.
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. After years of laying low, the Phantom Weasel is back with a vengeance. What once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open again. But why has he reemerged now, and what does he want? I sense an epic scoop, and I'm going for it.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean even we might be targeted?
You might steal your favorite snacks, Paimon.
Really? Oh, let him try! In fact, Paimon's gonna eat all her snacks right now! Let's see what he can do about that!
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are very concerned about the Phantom Weasel's reappearance. Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel like something is missing, though. Something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Lyney!
Looks like he's performing some magic.
Magic. Magician. Caesar! The Phantom Weasel! That's it! Let's go interview Lyney! You see, the original Phantom Thief Caesar was a magician too! And what do Phantom Thieves and magicians have in common? They both have an air of mystery about them. Perhaps there's a connection there.
Are you serious? What sort of a deduction is that?
Oh, relax! My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go! No time for delay!
Alright. We'll talk to Lyney.
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other people's minds.
Really? Then, what am I thinking now?
Well, first you need to relax. because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But the more you try to hide a secret, the easier it'll come out. You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie so you could come out and play. Now, that's not a good habit.
You can tell? Oh boy, you really can read my mind.
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance. You should really be heading home. Remember to apologize to your family, all right? They must be worried about you.
All right, got it. Bye, Mr. Magician.
Hey, Lyney?
Why, hello. We meet again. Are you looking for me? What's the situation?
Well, why don't you guess, Mr. Telepathic?
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you? The power of telepathy is quite beyond me.
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like you were right on the money.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions. That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it easy for me. You guys, on the other hand, let me guess. Don't tell me you're here for the Phantom Weasel, are you?
Wow, got it in one! Is this more of your trickery at work?
Wait, really? No trickery this time. It was pure luck. His warning letter's been the talk of the town, so I figured that maybe you were asking around about that.
Bingo! I plan on writing a column reporting on the latest news about the Phantom Weasel. So, Lyney, what are your thoughts on this infamous thief's reappearance?
To be honest, it makes me angry.
Angry? What?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3 nights' time at the Opera House. That's the night I'll be performing there.
Huh. What are the chances? Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally. And if he's not, then it's still going to be a huge headache for me. The mere mention of the Weasel's name is enough to scare people off. So once the contents of that letter get out, barely anyone will be showing up to watch my show. But I've been preparing for this for a long time. I'm not about to let him ruin my big day. This leaves me with only one choice. I have to expose the Phantom Weasel's identity before the show begins.
Really? So what you're saying is, we might get to see a live duel between a famous magician and an infamous thief? Wow, this has exclusive written all over it.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor. The Phantom Weasel is a notorious crook, infamous for his inscrutable methods.
You're being far too modest, Lyney. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say I don't care much for the comparison. A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important difference that these people overlook. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
It's gone!
Where did it go?
That's the question. Where did it go? Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes, there might be a surprise in there somewhere.
A surprise? Let me see!
Huh?
It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time!
What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Lyney, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to, since Caesar's death, a lot of people associate magicians with
sorry.
criminality. It can be quite
I didn't realize I
frustrating.
was pressing the button.
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume that you are well versed in floral symbolism? For example, magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters. But you used a Loomy-Doo spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any deeper meaning behind this choice?
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. But I'm afraid I don't know the first thing about floral symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using Loomy-Doo spells in my magic. It sounds like something I should look into, though. I'll buy myself a copy of Fontaine's Floral Language Facts when I have some time, but it'll have to wait until this phantom weasel business is behind us.
Well noted. In that case, this brings us to the end of our interview. I, for one, am looking forward to the final showdown between you and the thief.
Hi, Marty. Welcome to the stream. This is a very good story quest. Nice.
Please feel free to get in touch to update me on any further developments. Otherwise, I will of course see you at your show in 3 days' time, but let's hope the Phantom Weasel is caught by then. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work with here, and I've got no time to lose if I want to write that exclusive piece. I'll see you all later.
So, Lyney, are you gonna tell us how you did that flower trick now?
I'm afraid that's my little secret.
Aww. Well, magicians are entitled to their secrets. But Paimon's really itching to know how it's done. You feel it too, right? So itchy.
Phantom Weasel, you sure you'll be able to handle him?
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary magician's assistants and help me investigate?
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians too! Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done! Shall we go for it?
We'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. Thank you for putting your trust in moi.
Mwah.
The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is just a copycat criminal. But if he wasn't the weasel? Well, that'll make things more interesting. It would mean that the weasel lives, and he's been laying low all this time in some corner of Fontaine. And if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery often, so I asked Lynette to wait for her there. We should make a move. Let's go and rendezvous with Lynette.
Fresh fruits, sweeter than syrup.
Couldn't hurt to try to go here. I don't know if it'll be connected or not. I hate the layers on this map. Oh yeah, this is underground. Oh, I can go up though. Okay, here we go. Up there.
You took your time.
All the stories in Valentine have layers. Can't wait for 4.1. Like, non-Archon quests outside of the Arnara and Chasm quests have a pretty straightforward story, but this one is layered like a Taco Bell burrito. University and the new map. Navia, Navi, Nava, I want the capo of the Rose Mafia. I want so much New Valette. I want New Valette and Farina.
Sorry, I bumped into the Traveler and Charlotte en route, and we ended up chatting for a while.
It's been a while, Lynette.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We're working as Lyney's temporary assistants in the investigation of the Phantom Weasel.
Thank you. It's good to have you helping.
So, what's the situation? Have you seen Gemma?
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still hasn't shown up.
How bizarre. Maybe it was bad intel. Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting. Traveler, Paimon, let's go ask around.
Balthazar.
Excuse me, good sir. Do you by any chance know a Gemma?
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiance? Sure I do. What's this about?
It's all good to rearrange and stretch. Yeah. I just had to grab something really quick, yeah.
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something. I heard she comes here a lot.
Yeah, she does. Poor thing. It's no secret why either. She's heartsick. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. Often she just sits there in front of his headstone, lost in thought. Sometimes she talks to herself. I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak to him again. She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé all about how her life is going.
Suka, glad to see you're streaming. Also, hi Bob, welcome to the stream. Seen this dude when I was doing the class and I was like, what you doing, bruh? Morning, Gasper and Melchior?
She's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away? Oh, so 10 years. Wow, their love must have been really strong.
I'll bet. Caesar's reputation fell apart after his identity was revealed, so no one else visits his grave. Gemma's the only one who still thinks about him after all these years. I don't know if the mind lives on in the waters after death, but if it does, I'm sure Caesar must be grateful to have someone who remembers him fondly. If I'm honest, I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma. Her fiancé was a low-life crook. He doesn't deserve someone like her. Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today. Normally, she'd be sitting in front of his grave by now. I wonder if she's okay. Well, that's everything I know, I'm afraid. You might have more luck asking some other people.
All right, well, thanks for sharing all of this with us. We'll keep asking around.
You're welcome. I just hope she'll be able to move on one day.
Gracia and Giuliano.
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know
anymore. All sorts of news flying around nowadays. I can never tell what's true and what isn't. But what if, just hypothetically, I mean, what if this weasel's the real deal and Caesar was framed?
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave balloons to children on the street, for Pete's sake. What, are we supposed to believe that he was a balloon thief or something? Give me a break.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, that gosh darn lousy son of a, you think you know a guy, or words to that effect.
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Sorry to interrupt.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing the Phantom Weasel. We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
Poor Gemma, yeah. Never mind that Redeem takes 2K.
You've come to the right people. Yep, I was there. Back when Caesar used to perform magic tricks on the street. He was a great magician. The best trick I ever saw him do was pop a transparent balloon, only for a whole bunch of doves to fly out from the inside. I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once. But for the life of me, I still don't have the faintest clue how he pulled it off. Really incredible stuff.
Excuse me while I interrupted your lamp getting lit.
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring some gifts along for the kids who came to watch his show, and he'd hand them out after he was done. Sometimes he even got the kids to write their wishes down, and then he'd make the items on the wish list appear in his next show.
Huh. He doesn't sound like such a bad guy.
But after he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people, with the intent to steal it later.
Okay, let me... Oh, it's on screen. Yeah.
As I'm sure you know, the Phantom Weasel would steal just about anything from anyone.
Whatever the case, now that the Weasel is back, Caesar's become a hot topic once more. I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after all this time. No, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely the one to ask.
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's wrong? Wait, it looks like she's injured. Come on, let's see if she's okay.
It's obvious someone's birthday, because just look at that cake. Apologize if the pun was there. No, that's fine.
Hi there. You're Gemma, right?
Preview. Who's asking?
Thank you for the follow. It's Strawberry Soju.
Don't be afraid. We mean no harm. It looks like you're injured. How bad is it?
Thanks for your concern, but you didn't answer my question. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
My name is Lyney, and this is my sister Lynette.
My name's Paimon, and this here's the Traveler. We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused. You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about all this. I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you. In fact, we'll do all we can to keep you safe.
I never believed that he was the Weasel.
Huh. I suspected as much. Okay, so going back 10 years, do you remember anything strange in the weeks leading up to the accident? Did Caesar have a falling out with anyone, for instance?
No, not that I know of.
Got it. All right, sorry for disturbing you.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave. I want to be alone with him.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely something fishy about her.
She's lying. She definitely knows something.
Perhaps she simply doesn't trust us.
That's fair. We're just a bunch of strangers who showed up and started questioning her about things that happened a whole decade ago. It makes sense that she'd be wary around us. In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer tomorrow, and then we'll start the next step of our plan.
Okay. Until the next morning. The second I step away. But thank you, man. I wonder. Oh, you won't be able to see the head pats because my head is not on screen.
Over here!
Lynette's not joining us today?
My attempt to pat the thighs didn't work. Sorry about that. I was hoping it would zoom out, but I'm not sure how to even script that. Yeah. I wouldn't know how to script that. I'm not too technically inclined myself.
I've had her follow Gemma and see if we can make any inroads with her. They should be at a cafe right now. Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to us. So, we need a contingency plan.
Should we do?
Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant. When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful owners. But Lorenzo was the only one privy to all his magic secrets, and he inherited his craft. Before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene though, and these days, he's a wealthy businessman with his fingers in a lot of different pies. I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned though, I hear he's got a hair-triggered temper. We'd best be careful.
You neglected to mention that you were bringing 2 other people with you.
My apologies. These 2 are my assistants. When they heard that I was meeting with the former magic maestro himself, they begged and pleaded with me to bring them along. And if it's no trouble, a couple of autographs would really make their day.
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantries, he says, but he looks pretty happy about Lyney stroking his ego.
I only agreed to meet since we're both magicians. Do me a favor and cut to the chase. I have more important things to do than drinking.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, the matter I want to address is also related to magic. Yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I may well be his target. I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the Weasel and he's been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing. Are you trying to tell me you actually bought it?
Lorenzo seems very sus.
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up. I do concede that a copycat is but one possibility.
Possibility? It's a fact, Lyney. Look, my patience is limited, so listen carefully while I'm still willing to put up with you. The Weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Oh, sir, I'm honored, really. But this isn't about finances for me. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo. Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I must meet their challenge head on.
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years ago.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case, dead men don't talk. So if you really care about your magician's pride, then you'll forget about Caesar and move on.
Uh-oh. This is getting awkward.
Lorenzo? Is that? Oh, it is you! I know that big, booming voice anywhere. What's up, my man? Want to grab a drink with me?
Another day, I'm busy.
Oh, come on. You can't be all business all the time. You know what they say? Live fast, die young. You gotta learn how to kick back and relax once in a while.
This dude's drunk.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey! Edmondo. He and I are business pals. We worked together a bunch of times. This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole time I've known him. And he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something? Anyway, point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected by the girl he was into. And he's still into, from what I hear.
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business with me ever again.
Sorry, I may have had a little too much to drink. All right, I'm gonna leave. Don't work too hard.
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Lyney, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
There's something strange about him. Yeah, he's pretty sus.
Totally. And what was all that about compensating you your losses. Why would someone you just met make an offer like that? He's gotta be hiding something. And not like Gemma. She was a little suspicious, but this guy's definitely covering something up.
I think so too. We need to look into Lorenzo more closely. That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about him. He only just left. Let's see if we can catch up with him. You okay there?
Who are you? Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about me. I must have had one too many. I just need to ride it out. I say way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial ruin. Note to self, no more drunken chats when Lorenzo's around.
So, he was serious about threatening to cut you off? Ugh, Paimon knew he was a bad egg.
Hey! Keep your voice down. Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask too many questions or make an enemy out of them.
What kind of bad things?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this conversation short. I'm not crossing that line again. And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you don't need in your life. You saw him flare up back there. I don't know what you said to him, but clearly it touched a nerve. That's not a good sign. You're too young for this. Don't get in over your head. I'm leaving.
And there he goes. What do we do now, Lyney?
Shh! I think we're being watched. Someone was listening in to our whole conversation. Don't say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We'd better take this elsewhere.
Happy birthday, Ashwan. Thank you, Bakayasha. Thank you very much. And welcome to the stream. I shouldn't even see that. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Bob. Sticking on piano wires, brake lines, getting chewed by sugar gliders, some cement foot syndrome. All fitting nicely into the bad things category. Yeah. Let's see, where do we go? All the way to Marcotte Station. Damn, okay. The joke for you? Yeah, sure. What's your joke?
You followed us a long way. Why don't you come out and introduce yourselves?
So you're Lyney. And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today? Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us. Let's not drag this out.
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your voice, mister! Who sent you, huh?
Save your questions, missy. You ain't gonna need answers where you're going. Capiche?
looks like we can't avoid this fight. Now, I'm not the strongest fighter, so I hope you're ready to back me up.
Don't worry, we got this!
Yeah, we got this, Lyney. No worries. Oh. Okay.
Come into being! Feel this ancient power!
Good. Here comes the catch.
Don't blink!
Curses. They're tougher than we thought.
What's green with 2 wheels? I don't know. What's green with 2 wheels?
Vision wielders are always trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it did on the lady.
Oh. These guys are responsible for her injury.
Come on, let's scram!
Grass, I lied about the wheels. Alright, alright.
Hey, wise guys! We ain't through with you yet! Oh, they
That's
got
funny.
away! Did you catch what they said just before they left? Something about intimidating someone else. Sounds like they just wanted to rough us up as a scare tactic, and they've already done it to someone else, but who?
Here we go. Now you can see my pretty face again. Oh, no. I keep moving the balloons. Could it be Gemma?
You're right. She was injured when we saw her yesterday, and she acted like she had something to hide. Maybe she was too scared to tell us the truth because those guys had threatened her.
Well, if that's the case, she should be more willing to open up to us once she learns that those thugs won't be bothering her anymore. Let's head back to the cafe and see if we can get any information from her.
All the way back to the cafe. On here? Should I go here or should I go up here and fly down? Probably up here and fly down. Let's see here. Oh. Oh, that guy has another quest for me. Good to know. Cafe, ooh. Oh, cat Faye. Oh, they don't seem happy.
Gemma?
You again. What is it this time?
We just ran into the men who've been threatening you, and we gave them a taste of their own medicine. So, you can relax now. We're here to protect you.
What? Why? I didn't tell you anything. Why would they come after you?
Sounds like they're no strangers to you.
That's putting it mildly. I know them all too well, and I hate them with every fiber of my being. It's been 10 long years, and still every time I try to look into Caesar's death, they show up and warn me not to do anything stupid. How do I know I can trust you? Do you really think you can get to the bottom of it all? And why are you doing this?
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just yet, but I can promise you this. I will expose the Phantom Weasel's true identity. Because you see, this is a personal matter of the utmost importance. I give you my word. Trust me.
Okay. How can I help you?
I've heard that Caesar used to have a magic workshop where he kept a lot of his personal effects. If possible, I'd like to take a look at them. Do you know where it is?
The Fleuve Sonde. But the place was sealed up by the police after his death, and no one's been there since. I also know that the Fleuve Cendre is dangerous territory. Lots of hostile groups lurking around. If you're serious about going there, please be careful.
Understood. Lynette, you stay here and take care of Gemma. Don't let her come to harm.
Got it. But if I'm staying here, I'm ordering dessert.
I mean, bon appetit, but stay sharp too. They're likely to come for you while I'm away.
Okay. Alright, power saving mode off. I'll start taking this more seriously now.
This coffee smells as good as ever.
I want to picture her face. If I can get just a picture of her face.
Looks like no more.
I like her hair. 1 second.
This coffee smells as good as ever.
Coffee is life. Looks like no more free coffee for me.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Okay. Before I do that, I need to go to the bathroom really quick. So, you guys just wait for just a second, and I will be right back. Let me mute my mic, and I'll be right back.
Looks like no more free coffee for me.
This coffee smells as good as ever.
The tea here just keeps getting more bitter.
Looks like no more free coffee for me.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Coffee is life.
This coffee smells as good as ever.
The tea here just keeps getting more bitter.
Looks like no more free coffee for me.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
This coffee smells as good as ever.
The tea here just keeps getting more bitter.
Looks like no more free coffee for me. Coffee
This
is
coffee
life.
smells as good as ever.
I have returned. I am back. I wish I lived near a hairdresser because I endure the walk and cost of getting my hair like that every morning. Oh, yeah. The model looks like Ash fell asleep on the couch. Happy birthday to you, your creator, Sleepy Model.
Good as ever.
Hi, Flower. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's see. We need to go Caesar's workshop, which is all the way over here.
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right nearby. Huh. Looks like these boxes are blocking the entrance. Let's shift them away first.
Happy birthday. Thank you, Flower. Thank you so much. Best way to spend the morning is watching the cute cat. I'm a cat. I'm an Oni.
There we go. It should be just down here.
Level 82. Alright. Well, we're level 90, so... Only catching's 90, though. Oh well. I've gotta go, but yeah, well, thank you for dropping by, Flower. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay.
So this was Caesar's workshop. Nothing suspicious here, just normal magic props. Let's head in further. What was that? Oh, is this one of Caesar's gadgets? Guess we must have triggered some sort of device.
Oh, oops.
Yeah. Burst forth.
Gotcha. Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over. Incoming. Hey! Speed of light.
Whoa. Look. The doll in the box is glowing. There's something written on the card on this doll. Let's take a closer look.
I'd like a little dove. Own a robot with cool powers. You need your parents' permission to own a pet, and you also need to take good care of it. I've brought a fluffy toy dove for you this time. If you're ready to own a pet, I'll make a real dove appear for you next time, Caesar. Want a bucket of fried chicken that never runs out. I take a new bag. There is no such thing as a fried chicken that never runs out, just as there is no such thing as children who never grow up. Eating too much fried food is bad for you. Make sure you pair it with something healthy, like salad, alright? Cute. Okay. Okay.
These magic boxes are moving. What do we do?
One of them looks different from the rest. Let's investigate.
Did I do it? From parents we get back together. I wish for good grades in my next exam. I wish for a little sister to have a normal life free of danger. I want you to know that you can always share your troubles with me, children, but some wishes need more than magic to make them come true. They need more power of your hard work. I wish you the best of luck and hope all your wishes come true. Okay. Need to do this one. Okay. The little otter stuffies in the hats are cute as fuck, though. Yeah, they are. My roommate's been sending me a bunch of Nouvelette otter memes. This place reminds me of the...
That's weird. Have we reached the end already?
So it reminds me of one movie I saw with a magical toy store.
There's nothing here. Maybe this was a wasted trip.
Lyney, what are you looking at?
This place seems a little too ordinary for a magician's workshop. There's a distinct lack of mystery. We've triggered quite a few devices on the way here. I'm starting to wonder whether Caesar built this whole place as one big, elaborate magic contraption. If so, then there must be more to this place than meets the eye. Maybe a hidden room somewhere. Aha! If I just move this book, then hopefully... and... presto!
Another one where you...
Passageway! How did you know?
Another one where they just keep handing Arvalette acquainted fates. Yeah! I saw that one. That one was really cute. You just keep handing him acquainted fates. Like, here, take my fates, please. Take my wishes.
I'm a magician too, and apparently great minds really do think alike.
Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, that's the movie. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Looks pretty big inside. Let's head in and take a look around.
I remember that, yeah. God, it's been a hot minute since I've seen that movie. Wait. I almost did not see that chest if the prompt didn't pop up. Okay.
Lynn! Witness my great undertaking!
Gotcha! Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
This chest is mine. And then we go here.
Burst forth!
Gotcha! Game's up. Fun's over.
Incoming!
sadly I must go, but I look forward to seeing you next stream. Okay, Bob, thank you for dropping by and hanging out.
Why have you stopped, Lyney? Is there some device in that box?
You have a wonderful rest of your day.
Huh. It just looks familiar somehow. Let me check this out for a second while you guys go on ahead. If anyone makes a major discovery, let's rendezvous here.
All right, see you in a bit.
Okay. Alright, I need to go this way. Go upstairs. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see here. Did I do it? I did it though. That's not fair. I did do it. That's not fair. Wait, try again? Hold on. Let me see if there's like a certain way I'm supposed to do this.
I'm all
Yeah,
for
that's
work-life
exactly how you're
balance,
supposed to do
but
it.
I think this is pushing it.
That's not fair. I did do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Dang. Oh shit.
Oh!
Damn it.
Seems like we can't step on the
went too-
same tile twice.
Yeah.
I
Shut up.
guess we've got to finish it in one run, huh?
Yeah, shut up, Paimon. I know what I'm doing. I went too far. Mm-hmm. There we go. This was the first thing I see on the... Oh gosh. Okay. She have a huge boiled turnip in her mouth to shut her up. Oh, hi Zero, welcome to the stream.
Wow! There's a hidden room here! Let's see! Oh, this bookcase is full of Caesar's own notes! He wrote a lot about the principles of magic. Whew. Much too advanced for Paimon. Hey, look! Is that Caesar's diary on the table? This book's thick as a brick! Let's take a peek inside it, shall we?
Oh gosh, about the wish list.
At one of my shows a few days ago, a child asked me how I pulled candy out of my hat. As a joke,
I told the kid that the hat has a built-in wish-granting machine. Next thing I know, today a whole bunch of kids were pestering me to pull all sorts of things out of the hat. So I told them another white lie. The machine needs time to power up, but in the meantime, you can write your wishes down. Well, they took me up on that offer, enthusiastically. As I write this, I've only just got back from running around all over town, buying the things they wanted. Boy, are my legs sore. I wound up saving very little this month, but that's not a major issue. I now have a bigger problem. How am I going to hide all these things inside my hat?
Cute. Children studying magic.
2 children came to talk to me after today's show. I don't know why they were out on their own. They looked much too young to be unsupervised. I do hope they got home safely. Anyway, they said that they wanted me to teach them how to do magic. It's not uncommon for children to ask this, of course, but I've never seen any of them as serious about it as these 2. I told them that learning magic is very hard work, but that didn't faze them at all. It's like they already knew. They seemed so committed. I couldn't turn them down.
About Lorenzo's issues.
It seems like something's bothering Lorenzo lately, but he won't open up to me about it. Surely he's not upset that I agreed to teach those 2 children. I'll have to talk him around. I have a good feeling about those kids. They're naturally talented, and it seems like they're not new to the world of magic. They have all sorts of fantastic ideas. All I'm really doing is helping them develop a more professional standard training plan. They wanted to call me Master, but I told them they absolutely mustn't. Any magician worth their salt could have taught them what I have. They're the geniuses here. Compared to them, I don't deserve to be called any sort of master. With time, I have no doubt that they could become far greater magicians
Enjoy
than
the
I.
rest of your stream, Ashra.
My only concern
Hope you
is
have a
why they're so
wonderful
mature
birthday
for their
today.
age.
Keep an eye out for a
I
little
fear they've
present.
had to grow up
It should
too
be
fast.
done later tonight or
I
into
don't dare
tomorrow.
to imagine
See
what
you
they
next
must have
time,
been through.
Ashral Two Heart.
Aw. Thank you for dropping by, Ian, and hanging out. You have a wonderful rest of your day.
Gemma thinks so too. She doesn't like being around them. Says that their eyes are too piercing. They don't bother me, but then again, I've never been the sharpest tool in the shed.
About the farewell.
It's nearly time for me to go on tour. I asked the 2 kids if they'd like to come with me, but they shook their heads. I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission. Sounds like their parents have other plans for them. I guess we'll be parting ways soon. It's only been 10 days since I first met them, but I think that I've gotten a feel for their personalities now. They're very tough, but also very cautious, and they trust no one but each other. This, I fear, is not a good habit to have. They hide things from me too. For example, when I asked them where they live and why they wanted to learn magic, they lied. That's the thing about children. Whenever they're trying to cover something up, it always shows somehow. I can sense that their lives have been hard, possibly even dangerous too. They're not like other children. It's a shame that I can't do more to help them. After thinking things over, I decided to tell them a bit about how I see the world. It's full of lies and falsehoods, and that is why we must find our own truth. P.S. I hope they won't find my nagging annoying. Children are so opinionated nowadays. Will it do them more harm than good for someone they've only known 10 days to lecture them like that? P.P.S. Maybe I'm overthinking this. children aren't interested in grand philosophies. It probably just went in one ear and out the other. I bet they've already forgotten every word I said. Oh, Caesar, Caesar. Just mind your own business next time.
Two magic geniuses with a father and a mission, huh? Sounds a lot like he was writing about Lyney and Lynette, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
So did they meet Caesar when they were kids? Let's go ask Lyney!
Lyney's hiding stuff from us again. A bad habit of that, yeah.
Shh, hold that thought. As I expected, there's a lot of fishy things going on in this place.
Fishy? Uh-oh, what have you found?
All in good time. Before we go over our new leads, I want to tell you how a high-altitude escape is performed. First, the magician slots themselves into a magic box in full view of the audience. The box is then suspended high in the air, and a short while later, the base automatically opens. At this point, a dummy will fall out of the box, but it looks real enough to grab the audience's attention, and they start wailing and screaming. Meanwhile, the real magician, who has by now blended into the crowd, waits for a good moment to make their appearance and put on a hysterical performance. Oh no! Is that me? Did I just fall to my death?
Very vivid description. Paimon can really picture it. And then what?
The audience's gaze then turns to the magician, and by the time they realize what's happened, the dummy has vanished, as if everything that just happened was some sort of shared illusion. Of course, that's just how I think the process should work, theoretically speaking.
Theoretically speaking, what do you mean?
The inventor of this trick never performed it successfully. When the box opened, Caesar was the one who fell out, and not the dummy. He fell right to the ground from the highest point of the opera house. No one could hope to survive that fall, not without a vision at least. And no one else has ever attempted this trick since. My understanding of how it works is just based on what I could gather from his notes and the relevant gadgets here in his workshop.
So Caesar's famous high-altitude escape has never been done, huh? Paimon was about to say how cool it would have been to see it in person, but if it's that dangerous, it's probably for the best that no one else tries to do it.
Lyney's like, I'm gonna do it in 3 days. Let's go.
Wait a second. So if a dummy's supposed to drop out of the box, then where does the real magician go? How does he get out?
Glad you asked. That brings us to the secret of said box. This box right here is the one that Caesar constructed himself to use in the performance, and it's not as simple as it looks. Inside, there's a device that only the magician himself would know about. Once the magician's inside and the box is lifted up into the air, the audience's view of the box is fixed at a certain angle. From where they're standing, they have a clear view of the front, sides, and bottom, but the back and the top are now no longer visible. At this point, the magician presses a button inside the box, opening a secret door out of view. He then escapes through this trapdoor onto the opera house roof, waits for the dummy to fall and distract the audience, and quietly returns to ground level.
That's way simpler than Paimon imagined. Even Paimon could probably do it.
Well, there's a little more to it than that, of course. The hardest part of this trick is controlling the audience's mood and reactions. That takes an exceptional degree of showmanship. There's the falling dummy, the miraculous reappearance, the pompous performing. Maybe the magician would even have themselves tied up before it begins to strengthen the impression that there's no escape. Many days and nights of careful research and painstaking practice would have gone into this, all culminating in a performance just a few minutes long, but one that still manages to transform the shock and grief of a tragic accident to the joy and laughter of a mesmerizing magic trick. Caesar was a highly accomplished magician, but unfortunately, even he didn't manage to pull it off.
So, how did it go so wrong? You said you found found some fishy stuff here. Have you figured out what really happened?
I can make a pretty good guess. I looked into the case files. The magic box Caesar was using at the time of his death had the secret button I mentioned positioned on the right-hand side. And, sure enough, he always used his right hand as his dominant hand in public.
Okay. Nothing suspicious there.
But here's the strange thing. Most of the devices in this workshop have the mechanism on the left-hand side, including this box right here, which leads me to believe that Caesar was in fact left-handed.
Why would Caesar pretend to be right-handed?
Because a magician can't afford to have their most basic habits stand out too much. People naturally focus their attention on the most important details of the task or situation at hand. But a magician needs to be able to redirect an audience's attention at will, so as to avoid arousing their suspicion. The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. If even the truth raises eyebrows, the falsehoods become all the more difficult to mask. And so, Caesar trained himself to use his right hand to align with his audience's expectations. Great magic always requires sacrifices. But in his most stressful and nerve-wracking moments, and when no one was watching, reflex would kick in and he'd use his left hand. That's why he set his gadgets with the mechanism on his left.
Maybe somebody exploited that fact against him?
Exactly. I think that's likely what happened. Caesar would have been under a lot of time pressure during the escape. He'd have had mere seconds to open the hidden compartment, retrieve the dummy, then open the secret door and make a swift escape. But I'm sure he was confident. He would have rehearsed countless times to the point where it was second nature. He'd barely need to think about what he was doing because muscle memory would guide him through. So he opened the compartment, took out the dummy, checked everything was in order, and then went to leave. With his left hand, he reached for the button, and suddenly, his heart skipped a beat. It wasn't there. Much like when you reach for your keys but find your pocket empty, his mind needed a moment to process what was going on. Instinctively, his left hand would keep feeling around for the missing button, maybe for another second or two, until the bottom of the box gave way. With the stakes being as high as they were, just a 2-second delay cost him everything. The authorities would find nothing suspicious and conclude that his death was due to his own error.
When in reality, someone switched the boxes, and they did it to murder him. But how would they be able to make the switch without being noticed? That would be difficult to pull off, no?
It would have to have been someone who knew that he was left-handed and who could move his props around without arousing suspicion. Someone who was always by his side.
That guy.
Isn't that right?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo?
I knew it. He was suspicious all along.
Couldn't let sleeping dogs lie, could you? There's not a lot of people who'd go to all this trouble for some magician who died 10 years ago. I didn't want to have to do this, you know. Silencing you the hard way just creates more problems for me to deal with. But I gave you your chance. I hoped you'd do what's good for you and back off like the lady, but you disappoint me.
You mean Gemma? So you are the one who's been threatening her!
Yes, although however stubborn she might be, she was never much of a liability. But you people, you never even knew him, but for some reason you just wouldn't drop it. Which is why you can't leave this place alive. Take them out, and make it quick.
Do your worst!
That finger wag.
Live! Feel this ancient power.
Busted. Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Don't blink! With sword comes shadow. Ha! Hit!
Wonk.
You kids are tougher than you look.
Had enough yet, Lorenzo? Your cronies can't help you now. I think it's high time you started talking. And what I'd really like to know is, why did you murder Caesar?
If I had a Mora for every time you said that man's name. Of course you idolized Caesar, everyone else did. But I was the real genius magician. Me! He was just an amateur who did cheap tricks for gullible children. I was the one who made magic into the fine art it is today. The aristocrats doffed their hats to me!
So it was jealousy.
Jealousy. Hatred, more like. I hated Caesar. All he cared about was his magic. He lived and breathed it. He poured everything into his street performances and his stupid tours like it was just a hobby to him, never bothering to think about Mora. What sort of fool devotes their life to the art of deception and never has a Mora to show for it? But the people loved him, didn't they? Oh, how they looked up to him. No one gave me a second look. All I ever heard was, "Oh, your master's amazing, isn't he?" Amazing. Yeah, so amazing that he was completely broke. Every other apprentice was living it up at their master's expense, but no, not me. I put in all the work, mastered all the skills, and it brought me nothing more than the life I already had.
Why didn't you just leave?
He forbade me from using magic to trick people out of their Mora. There was nothing he hated more than that. And with his reputation in Fontaine, it was too risky for me to go it alone. As long as he was alive, if I dabbled in my own brand of money-making magic, he would expose me, and it would destroy me. I had to kill him. There was no other way. He had to go.
And this was your only motive?
It was reason enough. What other motive would I need?
Well, I was under the impression that there might have been other factors at play. For instance, maybe you were in love with Gemma, but she was engaged to Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
In love with Gemma? Don't be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I was wrong about that then. Next question. Are you the Phantom Weasel?
I am.
Mm.
Caesar was so strict with me. He insisted that his way was the right way, that the sole purpose of magic was to bring joy to the world. I never bought into any of that. I was more interested in the practical value of magic. Sure enough, it helped me fill my pockets with all kinds of valuable treasures.
But I heard that the Phantom Weasel stole from the rich and poor alike.
Oh, yeah! Charlotte told us that the weasel would steal whatever people valued, no matter how much it was worth.
That's just how it looked from the outside. What would any thief want with second-rate loot? I've only ever targeted high-value items. I stole cheap things as a way of practicing my craft. It was other people's overactive imaginations that conjured up the preposterous image they then dubbed the Phantom Weasel.
So that's the story, huh? Well, I hope you're ready to tell it all over again during your trial.
What choice do I have? You're a pack of wolves, and you've got me between your jaws. You've seen what's here, and my last-ditch effort to stop it getting out has failed. What else can I do? So be it. I've enjoyed power and wealth for the last 10 years, the likes of which Caesar could never give me. I wouldn't choose for things to end this way, but I regret nothing.
Very well. In that case, I'll contact the guards. Traveler, Paimon, keep an eye on Lorenzo for me. I'll meet you just outside the workshop when I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
At least I can finally stop looking over my shoulder now.
And we leave.
Lyney has told me the whole story. Lorenzo, do you confess to the murder of Caesar and to framing him for the Phantom Weasel's crimes?
Look who's finally developed a conscience. What kind of disciple murders their own master? I hope it was worth it, because there'll be hell to pay.
Looks like it's all over. What should we do next, Lyney? Should we start preparing for your show?
Let me think. Let's rendezvous with Lynette and Gemma first. With Lorenzo in custody, Gemma will no longer have to fear for her safety.
Good point! We should go tell Gemma the good news right away! It'll give her some peace of mind for sure!
Performers, even magicians, are primarily actors, yeah. Let's see, Gemma is up here in the cafe, that's right. Let's go fly down to the cafe.
Ah, you're back. You were so quick. I've only just finished my third dessert.
Your third? Lynette, come on, we've talked about this. Everything in moderation. You're not gonna have any room left for dinner now.
It's fine. I'll shift to exercise mode and jog off the excess sugar.
That's besides the point. Well, it's done now, but try to eat a more balanced diet in the future.
Point taken.
Did everything go okay?
Of course! Lorenzo was no match for us. The guards are taking him into custody as we speak.
Gosh, that's amazing. I'm sorry, I still didn't know if I could trust you, but now it seems I can. I had my suspicions about Lorenzo, but
It's okay, we understand. He did threaten you. Paimon would find it hard to trust strangers in your position, too. But you don't need to be scared anymore. Everything's gonna be okay.
Sorry. My emotions are all over the place right now. I've been waiting for this day to come for so long. I always wanted to report Lorenzo. He took all of Caesar's property, which I found suspicious, but I had people watching me all the time, so I couldn't risk looking into it. I was so afraid. I was scared he'd do something terrible to me, and then no one would be left to visit Caesar's grave. So I never had the courage to speak out. Thank you all. Truly. Thank you so much.
Then he suggests everyone goes to the cemetery to announce Lorenzo's arrest and hold a memorial for Caesar.
Thank you all for clearing Caesar's name. I never would have guessed that Lorenzo was the real Phantom Weasel. He never showed any signs that there were problems between him and Caesar in public. From the outside, it looked like they got along great. And to think that lowlife's been living life to the fullest all this time, while Caesar's name was getting dragged through the mud, is a travesty. At least his soul can finally rest in peace now, thanks to your efforts.
If only I'd realized before it was too late.
Don't blame yourself, Gemma. This isn't your fault.
Yeah, you still have the rest of your life to live. Caesar wouldn't want to see you spending it feeling guilty.
Cheer up, Gemma. My brother's doing a magic show at the Opera House tomorrow evening. Would you like to come along? It might raise your spirits. This show will be a special one. We're holding it in Caesar's honor.
In Caesar's honor? Really? Oh, thank you. I'll be there.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Traveler, Paimon, don't be late.
Don't worry, we'll be there. No way are we gonna miss out on a free magic show. Wait, Paimon feels like we're forgetting something. Oh yeah, Caesar's diary! We never found out if the two kids Caesar taught magic to were Lyney and Lynette or not. Lyney changed the topic back in the workshop, so we didn't get a chance to bring it up. Oh well. Guess we'll just have to ask Lyney tomorrow evening.
I keep wanting to shake my leg because of my ADD, but if I shake my leg, it shakes my camera. Or my camera. So then it makes me shake on screen. I'm trying really hard not to shake my leg. Which is really hard to do when you have ADD. You know the ending? Okay, cool.
Pyron's excited to see another of Lyney's magic shows! Wait. Lynette, shouldn't you be on stage by now?
Not this time. My brother's going solo today. So, I'll be watching with you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's ready because the show is about to begin. The great magician Lyney has prepared a spectacular show for us all tonight, concluding with an all-new grand finale that no audience has ever seen before.
Thank you all so much for coming. Now, prepare to join me on a journey through the mystical and miraculous.
I want to take a break and shake it all out. I'd encourage it. I should be okay. I'll finish this up and then that'll be the end of stream because it's been 3 hours already. Lyney wows the audience with a skill.
Exciting stuff, isn't it?
Yes, it's just... It reminds me of him.
No wonder. Caesar was a famous magician too. So, how did you two first meet, Gemma?
Well, I was out on the street once, and I saw him performing for little children. Children love magic, because they're willing to believe in things that can't be rationally explained. Caesar had this amazing way of bringing them into a dreamlike world. And somehow, I felt drawn to him too. So I went up and asked him to do a trick for me.
Aw, that sounds so romantic. What trick did he do?
It was with a flower. He took it in his hand, snapped his fingers, and it magically appeared on my head. I was so happy that day. No one had ever given me a flower before that.
actually. Now that you mention it, Lyney's done that one before.
Is that right? Then I suppose he's a romantic at heart, just like Caesar. So let's treasure the time we have with him. After all, you never know when the people dearest to you might be gone.
Don't be sad.
That's right. It's all over now. Paimon doesn't really know how to comfort you, but at the very least, no one's gonna be intimidating you from now on. You can breathe easy at last, right?
Right. Yes, you can breathe easy now, Phantom Weasel.
See? Even Lynette says... Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
The Phantom Weasel? Lorenzo escaped? Where is he?
No.
What do you mean, Phantom Weasel?
As Lyney once said, a performer's job is to commit fully to their role and put on a flawless performance for their audience. But once the bag of tricks is empty and the curtain falls, it's time to end the show. The spotlight is no place for someone with no more cards up their sleeve. It's been 10 years, Gemma. Aren't you tired of the grieving widow act? I think it's time to put an end to it.
What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't like this riddle. Traveler, Paimon doesn't like where this is going. Come on, say something!
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all enjoying the performance so far. There will now be a brief intermission, after which Lyney will perform the most electrifying act of tonight's show, the one we've all been waiting for. The final performance will take place outside of the Opera House, so please make your way outside in a calm and orderly fashion.
The Phantom Weasel never did like public places, did they? Don't worry, this place will be quiet soon. Let's talk somewhere else for now.
Interesting. Interesting. Oh, where am I going? I'm going this way. Into a pillar. That's where I'm going.
Dear me,
she looks
this
mad.
is awkward, isn't it? And unfortunately, I'm all out of gadgets, so I'm afraid I can't do any tricks to liven up the mood. This is a big mistake for a magician to make, but thankfully, I do have a backup plan. Now, who wants to hear a story?
Lyney? Don't we have more important things to address right now? Lynette accused Gemma of being the real Phantom Weasel a moment ago. Oh, what the heck's going on?
All in good time. Magicians are good at guessing what people are thinking. I know the questions you want to ask, and as it happens, the story I'm about to tell might answer a few of them.
Really? Well then, let's hear it! Paimon's dying of curiosity here!
Let's go back to the very beginning. A decade ago, when the Phantom Weasel was terrorizing the court of Fontaine. She never missed a target, never left a trace, and no treasure was safe from her thieving hands. But as her infamy grew, so did the readiness of the police, and her opportunities to act became ever fewer. Every day she ran the risk of being exposed for who she was. Of course, she could not simply take this lying down, and before long she found her ticket to freedom. She would create a scapegoat, a false weasel to close the chapter on her behalf. After weighing her options, she set her sights on a renowned magician, Caesar. After all, magic and theft shared enough similarities for people to buy the story when the truth came out.
So then what?
Being the master deceiver she was, the weasel easily earned Caesar's trust. Now all that remained was to frame him for her countless crimes. But as she was considering how to make her move, she noticed Caesar's aggrieved pupil, and a new thought entered her mind. Maybe I don't need to get my hands dirty after all.
At her encouragement, Lorenzo tampered with Caesar's magic box, causing him to fall to his death. Afterwards, Lorenzo seized his master's property, and the weasel set about tarnishing Caesar's reputation. Two co-conspirators committed the perfect crime.
I've got to hand it to you. You're both exceptional storytellers. It's enough to make even me wonder whether there was really another mastermind behind all this, pulling the strings. But I just have one question. You seem to think that I am the villain in this tale. What's brought this on, Lyney? Is it something that Lorenzo said?
Don't worry, Lorenzo said nothing at all. But I never believed that he was the weasel, and in fact, my investigation only made me more certain of that. He was too forthcoming with his confession, as if there was something else he was trying to hide.
How disappointing. So you'd sooner trust Lorenzo than me, even without a shred of evidence?
A magician is an expert at playing the audience to get the result they want, and I have no doubt that you, Gemma, are equally talented in this regard. With a little help from Lorenzo, you put on a very convincing performance. The lovesick fiancée, whose devotion to her betrothed is unshakable, even under threats of violence. Caesar was maligned and hated by all for 10 years, but you? Everyone sympathized with your plight. Who would suspect for 1 second that the lovely young lady always seen weeping in front of Caesar's grave was actually the mastermind behind his demise? No, not that poor lady. Perish the thought.
Wait, so you mean the whole intimidation thing was just a hoax? Gemma and Lorenzo were both in on it?
Hi Sayumi, welcome to the stream.
But why would Lorenzo agree to that? And why didn't he sell her out even at the end instead of admitting to being the weasel himself?
Because they're in cahoots together. They love each other. Also, thank you. Gemma lied about the wheels. The grass was the only green.
Yes, why indeed? Maybe Gemma herself could enlighten us on that question.
Well, Lyney, if you're so confident in your version of events, then I think the answer should be obvious. Having killed Caesar with his own hands, Lorenzo was plagued by overwhelming guilt. Revealing the Phantom Weasel's true identity would serve no purpose. But if the Weasel remained free, then she could take care of Lorenzo's loved ones.
An excellent answer, though sadly a little dull.
Is that right? Well, don't let me bore you. If you'd care to change the topic to something more interesting, I'd be much obliged.
As a matter of fact, there's one thing I'd really like to understand. Why would the real weasel have targeted things that only have value to other people? Could you shed any light on that?
Of course. After all, we're just telling stories here, aren't we? If I had to guess, I would say that the real weasel must have had a terrible childhood. Left to fend for herself after her parents died young. Betrayed, scorned, beaten. She'd scrounge waste paper from garbage bins to draw on, using twigs and dirt for lack of ink and pen. She'd sew ugly rag dolls from whatever scrap material she could get her hands on. This was her only source of happiness in life. But it was all she needed, and she was content. Until the world decided that even this was too good for her. Once again, she was betrayed. And this time, everything was taken from her. She felt like life was a miry pit that dragged her further down the more she struggled to escape. At that tender age, she should have been happy. Instead, she stood in the shadows and watched with envy as all good things in the world passed her by. This was a fate too cruel for anyone to bear. Her pain became a breeding ground for dark thoughts. Thoughts which festered and grew into a twisted solution to her troubles. I detest the happiness of others, in all its forms alike. I will rob them of everything they hold to be good and true, and it will fill the void in my soul.
That's some pretty heavy stuff.
Now it all makes sense.
Does this story satisfy you, Lyney?
Yes, it is quite to my tastes. Thank you for helping to clear up my confusion.
As with the warning letter.
Huh. That's right. What drove you to write that letter, Gemma? What were you trying to achieve there? Because without that, none of this would have ever come to light.
She didn't write the letter.
After 10 long years, I'd hoped that the Phantom Weasel would be consigned to the history books by now. But it seems like someone still wasn't ready to let her finally be at peace. Lyney. Or should I call you the Phantom Copycat now? You were the one who posted that letter outside the Opera House. But why?
Very sharp, Phantom Weasel. Still as shrewd as ever.
Depending on Lyney's reply, yeah.
Well, no need for me to be coy about it. Our goal was to clear Caesar's name. The most straightforward way to change the public's impression of Caesar was to force the Weasel to show themselves.
That's it? You had no other agenda?
Of course we did. We made it quite clear in the letter, I believe. I shall take from you that which you hold most dear, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
10 years ago? You mean Caesar's death? You met him? Wait. Oh, I get it. You were those two obnoxious kids. It's been so long, and you're all grown up now. I didn't recognize you. He taught you magic back then, didn't he? For what, 10?
We remember all our debts, however great or small. 10 years ago, Caesar's reputation was torn to shreds, and his legacy was thrown out. 10 years on, and no one cares what the truth is anymore. But we did not forget, and so we came to find you.
And? What exactly did you take from me? I'm still standing, as you can see. Lorenzo has admitted to everything. I'm free.
Free? Do you really think so? Caesar once told me that even though the world is filled with lies and falsehoods, we must find our own truth. I think that applies to you too. Truth can take many forms. Prized possessions with nostalgic value, fervent hopes and dreams, and irreplaceable people. Life took many things from you, and those wounds never healed. When they ached unbearably in the dead of night, stealing became your way of numbing the pain.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that for the last 10 years, you've been living a rather uneventful life. Perhaps that's because you found something other than a life of crime to fill the hole? Back to Lorenzo for a second. He murdered his own master, played along with your act, and took pains to make sure any suspicion would be directed towards him. But what did he have to gain from all that? He knew who you were and the things you'd done, and despite that, he was willing to give everything up for your sake. He's the reason that you haven't felt the compulsion to steal in all these years.
Hi, Lichbolt here. And thank you very much. Welcome to the stream.
You're more than just accomplices in murder. You're the only real friends each other has. So I think you know, deep down, that he is the only truth you have in your life. But that truth is gone now. And I guarantee you, you'll never see it again.
Congratulations on your freedom, Gemma.
Your freedom will cost you dearly. From now on, you'll be all alone in a world full of lies and falsehoods. I do hope you'll be able to bear it. You've still got a long life ahead of you after all.
Gather round, one and all. The time has now come for the amazing Lyney to perform his final act in tonight's show. I'm sure you're all wondering what he has planned for the grand finale. Well, wonder no more, for the answer is a death-defying high-altitude escape.
A high-altitude escape?
The chick Caesar died attempting.
I'm sure you all remember the magician Caesar. This was the very trick that led to his fatal fall, after which he was dubbed the Phantom Weasel.
Man, I like this quest. Yeah, I'm liking it.
We have now learned that Caesar was wrongly accused, and that the real Weasel has now confessed to their crime.
Guess that's my cue to leave. Whew. I've been practicing this one for ages now, but I'm still a little nervous. Traveler, Paimon, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. There may be a lot of people watching tonight, but you alone are my true witnesses.
Top 3 cutscenes in Genshin, I'm serious? Okay, cool. I'm glad. I'm really happy about this.
Lyney, wait. You two hid a lot from Caesar. He went to his grave without ever knowing your secrets. So what about now? Are you an open book? Review. Or are you still the same as ever?
Thank you for the follow, Lichbolter.
You don't have to tell lies to end up isolated and alone. One day, you'll end up exactly where I am today. Maybe then you'll finally understand.
You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
Damn.
So, what are we, doing now?
Like Lyney said, when you're ready, let's head outside and watch the show.
But what about Gemma?
She'll figure out what's best for her soon enough. Oh, and if you'd like to see Lyney after the show, you know where he'll be. The usual haunt.
Alright. Well, let's go and watch Lyney's finale then. This trick's a pretty dangerous one, but he should be able to pull it off, right?
I hope you're happy, madam. Okay, where do I go? Out there, okay.
Magic should be mysterious, surprising, and defy logic. Magic is hard work. Every single movement has to be practiced thousands of times.
It's alright. We're used to that.
We're sorry. You've taught us so much,
But we can't tell you the whole truth.
It's okay. Do you still remember what I told you? This world is full of lies and falsehoods. I only hope that one day you can find your own truth.
What about you? Have you found your truth?
Magic is my truth. I want to perform a magic trick so great that people will always think of me when they talk about it. For a magician, what greater honor could there be?
Look! Behold! Lyney is sealed inside the box. Will he manage to escape? 10 years ago, Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise moment that...
Watch out!
Mysterious. Surprising. And logic-defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you, Caesar. I'm just sorry it's a little late.
Did you see that? 1 minute he was falling, and the next, he turned into flowers.
I don't know if you can hear me clapping. I like the art style of that cutscene. Yeah. That was really cool.
How could he possibly have done that?
How mysterious. I didn't blink once. He just vanished, right in front of my eyes.
What a heart-stopping magic show! This was really worth the trip. Caesar's name has finally been cleared, and Fontaine's new star magician Lyney has fulfilled a wish on his behalf. Oh, I couldn't ask for a better grand finale. It will make a great headline for the Steambird tomorrow, even if I do say so myself.
Looks like everyone really loved Lyney's grand finale.
Even though they don't know the full story.
Paimon doesn't see Lyney anywhere. Where'd he go?
Well, she did say his usual haunt.
Oh, Lynette said he'd be waiting for us at the usual haunt. But, where is that?
The cemetery.
Oh, you mean the one where Caesar's buried?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably it. This whole magic show kinda seemed like Lyney's way of saying goodbye to Caesar. So it makes sense that that's where he'd be afterward. Alright, let's go look for him there.
Except on Jenna. Fuck you for what you stole from us all. Okay, we need to go over here again. I need to get this teleport waypoint. Eventually, one day. And we need to go up. Poison is one of my favorite locations. Oh, Poisson.
Paimon was scared to death when the chain broke. Paimon was sure something had gone horribly wrong.
I think it is only beat by Liyue Harbor. Yeah.
Magic is a performance art. A magician has to get creative to keep the audience on tenterhooks. That's our job. so I tweaked Caesar's original setup a little to keep it fresh. I was honestly a little nervous during the live performance. The thought of falling, suddenly feeling weightless, seeing the sky and the ground spinning and spinning.
When you first enter Enkanomiya and you see the light temple, oh yeah.
Sometimes, I can't help but wonder what Caesar thought in those final moments. Did he regret taking Gemma and Lorenzo on? Or did he believe that it was his own slip-up right until the end?
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something ever since we were in Caesar's workshop. You learned magic from Caesar once, didn't you? When was that?
After I joined the House of the Hearth. To be honest, Lynette and I had an agenda when we approached him.
An agenda?
I told you about my past before, remember? As a young boy, I survived by secretly learning magic from street performers. I'd watch their tricks and try to figure out how they were done. But I quickly realized that observation alone could only get me so far. What I saw was the polished final performance, but the rigorous training they put in behind the scenes remained invisible to me. I needed to learn how to improve my sleight of hand, hone my misdirection skills, and make niftier props. We were gifted enough that we'd made some progress by ourselves, but without proper guidance from a professional magician, we quickly plateaued.
So that's why you sought Caesar out?
Yes, we figured there was no harm in asking, but it took us by surprise that he was so willing to teach us. In all, we only spent 10 short days together, but he was very good to us. By contrast, we hid so many things from him. For instance, when he asked why I wanted to learn magic, I answered, "It's my passion." But in truth, there was already a lot more to the story by then. After being taken in by an aristocrat for our magic talent, then betrayed soon after, this was no longer about me doing what I loved. What amazed me was how the lie escaped my lips even as I was hesitating over whether to tell him the truth. Trust is a beautiful thing. Sadly, I'd forgotten how to trust by then.
Lyney.
I don't blame you. Oh, that wasn't your fault.
Still worried about the way I feel? You really are a gentle soul, aren't you? But don't worry, I'm used to it now. From the mansions of the elite to the House of the Hearth, lies and selfishness have followed me and Lynette everywhere we go. After Caesar went on tour, we became busy with our missions. The next we heard of him was that he'd fallen to his death, and was now declared to be the Phantom Weasel. That night, I remembered his smile. But as I lay there, I didn't know what to say to him. To keep secrets is to put up walls. The longer you keep them up, the less you let people in. Then, one day, you look around and realize your life is like an empty auditorium after a show, full of seats once occupied by all the people who left. But I guess that's the price we have to pay. You only realize how much someone really meant to you when you lose them completely. That's why I was so confident this would hurt Gemma. Because I felt it for myself.
Don't be sad.
Yeah, cheer up, Lyney. We've had to say our fair share of goodbyes during our journey, too. But whatever happens, Paimon always believes in what tomorrow brings. Delicious food, fun toys, and the traveler by my side. Paimon just needs to focus on things like this, and all the unhappy stuff goes right out the window. You know, Traveler, doesn't that kinda make you Paimon's truth?
Exactly. It's the same for me and Lynette. We are the truest thing each other has in the world, and nothing can replace that. Life has taken plenty from us, like it did from Gemma. But at least it left us with each other. That's what gave us the strength to get through the darkest days. That's why the darkness never consumed me and why it never will. Maybe we live in the shadows too, but we remember every precious ray of light that shines through. Alright, time to lighten this conversation up a little. What did you think of the show tonight? Were you happy with it?
It was amazing! Paimon just wishes we hadn't been so distracted with the Gemma situation. We spent most of our time in the Opera House just talking and pretty much missed the entire first half of the show. Lyney, could you do just one more trick for us?
Whoa, that's a bit of a tall order, I'm afraid. The show's just finished, so my sleeves are decidedly card-free right now.
Aw, come on! Surely you can think of something. The Lyney Paimon knows can do anything if he puts his mind to it.
Oh, alright then. I'll give it a go, but only because it's you. Watch closely. I have a flower in my hand.
You liar! There's nothing in your hand! We ain't going along with this!
Huh? My goodness, you're right! But I could have sworn I brought one here with me. Okay, try this. Count down with me. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1!
Give us a flower, you jerk.
Now, have another look around. Maybe the flowers appeared somewhere else.
Really? Let's see. Wow, there it is! Oh, this is a different flower from the last time, right? This one's called, oh yeah, a rainbow rose. But more importantly, Paimon has to know how the trick is done. Please, Lyney, pretty please!
Well, if you want to learn magic, you'll have to start by addressing me as teacher.
Fine. Please, teacher, please!
Since you asked so nicely, I'll share one little tip with you. Namely, the student of magic cannot solely rely on others being prepared to reveal their secrets. You have to observe, think, and find the answers for yourself.
Is that it?
Look at the time. We shouldn't linger here too long. Thanks again for coming to see my show. I bid you both good night. I look forward to seeing you again.
All right, fine. See ya. Shall we head back now, too? Oh, Paimon can't wait to read The Steambird tomorrow. Paimon bets Lyney and Caesar will be plastered all over it. Let's head to the Steambird's offices tomorrow morning and see what we can find out.
Into next morning, 8 o'clock. Boom. A thornless road glistening like a sunset of rainbows. Go back to Fontaine. Is it gonna be salty? Oh no.
I'm very sorry, Charlotte, but my sister and I are quite busy today. I'm afraid we'll have to decline this interview.
Oh, please, Lyney, I'll only take a moment of your time, if you would be so kind.
Huh? What's happening here?
I spent all night writing my piece about the Phantom Weasel, and it was going to go to print this morning. But just as dawn broke, I suddenly received news that Caesar's fiancée, Gemma, had contacted the guards and confessed to having been the real Phantom Weasel all along.
That was quick.
Too late, bro. That was quick, you say? It sounds like I've got some catching up to do. Please, fill me in.
Whoops.
Aha! My instincts did not lead me astray. You do have something to hide. Gemma turning herself in must have something to do with Lyney's performance last night.
Maybe watching my high-altitude escape trick reminded her of a better time with Caesar, and she could no longer ignore the voice of her conscience.
Huh. Okay then. Wait, no, there must be more to it. If that's all it took for her to have a change of heart, how did it take her 10 whole years?
Well...
Well, its journalistic spirit is burning red. We're going to have to distract her somehow.
Oh, I remember now! You and Gemma were nowhere to be found after the show. What happened between you? Quickfire question! Where did you all go after the show?
Oh, we went to the cemetery and Lyney did a private magic trick just for us. Actually, glad you mentioned it, because that reminds Paimon, guess what? Lyney started using rainbow roses in his tricks.
What?
What?
I don't recall ever having received a rainbow rose from you myself. Is this supposed to mean that they're more important to you than your own sister?
No, I just,
What now? Oh, did Paimon say something wrong again? This is getting pretty awkward. What do we do, Traveler?
Seems like this interview wasn't meant to be. Well, never mind. There's always next time. Forgive my persistence, but when there's explosive news waiting to be found, I can't turn away. The news about Gemma has already made waves, and I'll stop at nothing to get to the bottom of it all. Apparently, one of the things she said to the guards was that her final wish is to see Lorenzo one last time. There's clearly a web of complicated relationships there. Can't blame me for being curious. All right, I guess I'll leave you to continue the rest of your conversation in peace. Bye for now.
Lynette? Paimon didn't mean to...
Don't worry, I wasn't angry. I was just trying to distract her.
Oh, really? Oh, thank goodness. You scared Paimon there.
Phew. You and me both, Paimon. You and me both. At least it did the job, right?
Please, take good care of that rainbow rose. I'd be really upset if you lost it.
Yay, we did it. Yay! Let's see. So we have this. There's 5 days remaining. I probably won't do that because I won't play this again in 5 days, probably. I have too much going on this week. Where will your journey take you, traveler? I'm gonna have to start doing some daily quests to get some keys for the next story quests that come out. Hi Ashra, happy birthday. Hi Chad. Hi Scorpion, welcome to the stream. Okay, let's go. Actually, how do I get here? Oh, I can just teleport there. Cool. Cause what I need... Wait, that's not where I teleported to, why? That's not where I wanted to go at all. Whatever. We need to go this side. Where do I go? Over here? Yeah. Here we go. What I needed was where there's a cooking thing. Is there a cooking thing here? Is this it? Yeah. I need to grab my ingredients because I have like 99 wheats, flours. Okay. Can I make some food here? What kind of food can I make? I wish I could sort this. Mm. Ooh, I can make a lot of this. And a lot of that. Take this one. I'll cook. Okay. I guess I could make this. God, we'd have to do this like manually. Okay. Been a while since I've had to do this. Oh shit. Come on now. God damn it. I'm really bad at this. Oh, nearly 4 hours in. How's gaming going? It's going pretty good. I know 4 hours of Oni goodness. That means I missed a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending soon probably. VOD. Yeah, there'll be a VOD. The VOD will be up on Twitch for 30 days and it'll be put on YouTube probably in a week. Alright, there we go. Now we can auto cook. I think that was it actually. What else can we make? Make this. This one. Okay. Do this one. Okay, and then ooh, this one for sure. 50 of them. Fuck it, let's go. We ball. Okay, that should be enough. Which also means I need to switch. This one to the thing. The one I have the most of. 170. Damn. I really made 170 of those? Good God. $58. Okay. Okay. Have you seen Lynette's voice lines about interesting things? Let's go 50 food. I've been welcome to the stream. I have not. Interesting. Matsutake is super common. That makes sense. Let me see. Lynette about interesting things. Let me see. Where is Lynette? Lynette, where are you? Profile. Voiceover. Interesting things.
Animals can also express their feelings. If you listen carefully, you can tell what state they are in. For a kitty, meow means they are much happier than and in that situation, You can pet them as much as you want, and they won't run away.
That's cute. Okay. That's cute. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, weekly missions. I cooked 20 dishes. Claim all. Okay. And then I'm not gonna do any wishes because I don't want to pull for Zhongli or Child, so I'll wait for the next banner. We'll save up. But in the meantime, let's go over here so I can do Adventures Guild stuff when I log in. I'll just kind of hang out over here. Okay. Yeah, we'll quit the game. Just chatting. Exit game. There's a video on YouTube when Traveler reads kitty flips. That's cute. Oh, my leg is asleep. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Anybody on my friends list who's playing Genshin? Got somebody. Oh, I think they're doing Aranara. That's hilarious. I think. Okay, we're gonna raid this person. I think Theo won. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. But yeah. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. And all that good stuff. I'm so distracted. But yeah, Arnar Sunlight. Holy shit, this quest is long. Yeah. But yeah, we will raid Melodical. I believe she has raided me before. But she's playing Genshin. Her title says Aranara, so I assume she's doing the Aranara quest. Happy birthday again. Thank you, Mossy. Thank you so much. But yeah, I will be on Slime's Twitch channel at 7 p.m. Central Time for Katawa Shoujo with him and I believe Coral. And then I will be back tomorrow. No, wait. No, I won't. I will not be back tomorrow. I will be back Thursday for a rigging stream because I have a concert tomorrow to go to, so I will not be streaming tomorrow. But I will be back streaming a rigging stream Thursday morning at 7 a.m. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Oh, thank you, Kisa. Thank you so much. Let me put the raid in. We're gonna make the raid message birthday Oni raid. Birthday Oni raid. Yeah, birthday Oni raid. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I can copy my own message, I promise. Okay. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye!